Be gentle.
Damn, bro. Indeed, it is what it is. Hangbo, hangbo general and watch them. Ang come to you. Number.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Yeah. Ang man watch the man and lose the some stream mo da mas lagi sila.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All
Watch
troops
the man da
deployed.
da.
Higher-ups. Just a bunch of hypocrites.
First blood. Hey you! I love you! Hey you! I love you!
Idol. Hey idol. Tôi đi ngay trên rồi không bỏ gì đâu mà.
One day, you'll stop searching for someone to blame.
Initiate retreat. Ult is not ready.
Tough enemies I don't fear. Dumb allies?
Ally has been slain.
Who is scared?
Mystic magic.
Stable network.
Funny how they label me they don't understand.
Our turret is under attack. Battle spell is
To
ready.
be reborn.
Yes
Again.
sir, jalo. See from the night, jalo. Exam gudum. Kotam.
Slain an enemy. Double kill. Hey you! I love you. Triple kill.
Come bust.
Slain.
Bam.
Request backup. Enemy double kill. Enemy triple kill. Unstoppable. Our turret is under attack. Monster kill. Hey you!
How dare you them to utter that word?
An enemy has been slain.
Come bust.
Shut down.
It took me 10 years to see the truth.
destroyed a turret. Ally has been shut down. Enemy double
We're
kill.
not done here.
Killing spree. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
The show continues. No disguise can fool my eye. Wasn't that one time?
Slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain.
今天用皮的你，
Light
That-
forever shines upon me. Mystic magic. Funny how they label things they don't understand.
the stream has been live for offline lah. What the fuck?
An enemy has been slain. Slain an enemy.
Combust.
Killing spree.
It took me 10 years to see the truth.
Mega kill. Double kill. Killing spree. Triple kill. Wiped out. Ally has been shut down. Enemy double kill. Enemy triple kill.
Tough enemies I don't fear. Dumb allies?
Initiate retreat. Okay.
Lah orang ay connect namin siya kan. Third class.
Victory.
Vertical. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Emily, you need 12 points, can 12 points.
Side lane does get the push in there. As soon as she joins the fight, you're going to see a big engagement from
Grand
Game.
final, bro. Grand final.
Yeah, and Sayori's who I'm keeping a close eye on with the feathered airstrikes. It's been crucial to start these engagements, and Area 77 has yet to find a way back to her to shut
Watch
it
party.
down. Quad Shadow in from Nicolette, trying to get some recon, trying to find some positioning. Look at the Lord, though. Whoa. That is Ying with the steal for Area 77. There goes the feathered airstrike. We shadow kill from Nicolette onto Oreo, trying to find a kill, trying to find some value from this trade. Able to find Oreo, but the rest of Area 77 able to make it back to the base. Safety.
Not a bad answer from Area 77. Maybe a little lackadaisical coming from Game
Ja,
of
dat
Gladiators
one is
as
een
they
bal,
allow
quarterfinal,
Area
calma.
77 to close the distance. Yes, they lose one, but for a Lord, it offers Area 77 some breathing room.
I say that's a mistake from Nicolette. She did the quad shadow into the bush by the purple buff, but she had the quad shadow. I guess maybe no retribution. Maybe that's what it was. So she decided not to go in for the Lord. Definitely love to play that back and see, but I'm just a little curious on wasting that quad shadow that didn't really lead to any value.
Well, I mean, I believe she thought she was going to catch somebody. And like she caught somebody right there. Takes down another kill onto Chinatsu, who is having a rough game.
Yeah, very rough game indeed. 6 turrets down for Gaming Gladiators, continuing this push, even though they were not able to take that Lord of Good Still from Ying 1. To give them a little bit of breathing room. Look at the top side. Minions should be able to take down that tier 2. I don't even think, Panda's not going to be able to get there in time. So the map is starting to work in Area 77's favor. You can feel the confidence growing between these ladies as they push up through the jungle.
Yeah, right now, a 9K gold lead for Gaming Gladiators. We talked a little bit about the dive that Nicolette did into that little bush there from the L bush. I think she was expecting to catch somebody there. She put the quad shadows in there. She didn't have the retribution either. It was hoping to make a play and then have some security at the Lord. Her team, I think Panda had already started the Lord. I think that might have been a little bit of a miscommunication. Maybe that conversation should have gone out a little bit sooner. Let them know, hey, I don't have my retribution. We don't want this fight just yet. We don't want to start, or we don't want this Lord fight. We want a fight with them. So let's see. Maybe it was a bait that Area 77 just didn't take.
Yeah, I'm still, like I said, scratching my head on the Lord play, but we'll have to see as this next one spawns in momentarily just how Gaming Gladiator takes it.
I don't know,
think there
no
needs to be a
idea.
little bit more prio over the Lord take, especially when it gets low, when you have a higher boost up with a quad shadow. I mean, but I get Nicolette's thought process. Nicolette is super high in kills, 6-1 and 0, highest on the board. And I mean, she's just control the leading members of Area 77 as long as they're separate from the pack. And maybe that's their game plan. But me personally, I'm just more of the go for the Lord. It's the easier take, especially when Ying 1 was the one who took that Lord. There was no retribution needed from Area 77 on that denial.
Yeah, one thing though I have to say though is I feel like Gaming Gladiators are kind of playing like they're behind. Oh, a little bit of a conceal play.
It does go in. Zama Force dropping down for the airstrike from Sayori. Still hitting the mark a little bit. Panda able to find Ying 1. Able to get the double, find Shinatsu, Area 77, running away for dear life. We shadow kill, but connects onto the purple buff. A good try from Nicolette. Does get the farm from Area 77 and still has the retribution to be able to take this objective.
There's a part of me that wants to give a clap to Area 77. They're 10K behind, and they realize that this is slowly starting to eke out of their grasp, and they just didn't want to sit there passively. Put a conceal play on, try to make something happen, screw it, just go for it. You're probably going to lose, but is it better to just sit alone in your base, allow them to get the Lord? No.
That is a good read on that, and you're seeing some items be picked up to try and equalize this and have a better chance to sustain themselves. YQ picking up the Queen's Wings, great low HP retaliation, adaptive attack, HP, CDR, spellvamp, you name it, it's there to be able to see it kind of work into these 5v5 engagements. But I don't know if it's enough. I mean, Nicolette is on fire. I'm sure she is stampeding in terms of gold. They're up by 13,000 gold as they are now pushing through this inhibitor toward the mid lane with the Lord on their side. A Ouija Shadow kill onto IQ, forced to go back to the base, force some regions. Omniforce drop down in the mid lane, and the turret will fall. Panda be the one to claim that. Nicolette will find the tier inhibitor on the top side. Panda finding Oreo. Immortality being proc though. Need to get out. Airborne knock up on the Chinatsu, and Nicolette will find that kill. Base Crystal, 45%. A big taunt onto IQ. Yin 1 taking down Ashley, but Gaming Gladiators taking down the base and will secure victory against Area 77.
Victory!
And a dominating first game for Gaming Gladiators at that.
Yeah, man, a very dominant performance. Looked a little rocky toward that end, but majority of that game was completely controlled by them, and I would say definitely credits to maintaining their composure. I think they learned really quick to focus more on that Lord than to try and go in for those kills, and you see how quickly that game ended. After that, Gaming Gladiators, the former champions from MWI 2024, looking to make a statement here in match 1.
I just feel like this was a good read on what Area 77 was going to attempt to do. They shut it down to the point that it felt like they exposed Shinatsu to a gameplay style that she was not too comfortable with, or that was just an error for her. You shut down the jawhead, you're always around your squishier. Ashley did a great job. This game is really hard when it comes to kind of like getting those points to really get a read on what happened with the match. But I feel like Ashley was just such an integral role of, especially this early game, making sure that nobody was getting near Sayori, that this ejector play that Shinatsu was going to try was absolutely shut down from the get-go.
Yeah, I would say it's really hard to kind of dial in on an MVP for this one because so many players from Gaming Gladiators perform their role to a T. Sayori is great on the positioning, great on the wings by wings, quick, decisive, feathered airstrikes. Nicolette doing a great job on focusing on these isolated kills with the quad shadows. And then, like you mentioned, Ashley doing a good job on these AOGs to be able to rush in for those setups. So now we got to swing on over to the other side. Area 77, what's going on with them?
Area 77, I feel like they got read out. I'm not sure if it's the comfort with this jawhead pick. I feel like they did a good job of kind of protecting it. Maybe jawhead wasn't the answer that we were looking for here. We saw how successful it could be. It just, they got punished. And there's a point during these engagements where you have to be like, all right, jawhead's not going to work with these going in there. Maybe we need to think about something else. I feel like at some point, just Chinatsu just kept on like, all right, we're going to try it this time, or this time, or it's like there was no point where she was discouraged from attempting the play. Like I said before, I do like that the side of Area 77 toward the end there, they were in a 10K gold lead, and instead of waiting for them to get yet another Lord, they decided to screw it. Let's just go in, get the engagement, see if we can make something happen with this concealed play. Unfortunately, they weren't able to make something happen. And does that mean it's better than just sitting there and let them get the Lord?
Yeah, we also got to question fatigue, right? I mean, the mentality of Area 77, this is their 6th game in a row, playing that out in very minimal breaks. Whereas Gaming Gladiators, man, they took a decent amount of time to be able to rest when we saw Area 77 go up against War Angels and to be able to see that end in a 2-0 sweep. But nonetheless, that was about, 20, 40 minutes of break time for them compared to the possibility of like 5 to 10 minutes from the side of Area 77. So maybe a little bit of fatigue could be a part of it, but it's time to dial in. It's time to take things to the next level, and hopefully in the second match we could see that, because I don't know about you, Private, but I love to see these things go the distance, and I don't want to count them out just yet. We got to see them claim a victory in the semifinals, and I'm expecting that they're going to go back to the drawing board and possibility of doing just that.
Yeah, and hopefully if it is fatigue, maybe now that's a good, nice little wake up for them. Get a little energy drink in them, try to bring this back. I know, the sixth game, this is going to be the seventh game of the night, spread out over like 3 hours now. Not just that, but all these teams have been up for at least 6 or 7 hours getting prepared for this to make sure that they're all ready, cameras ready, and everything like that. So it's a huge thing. And as we're getting into the 10th, 11 hour at night here in Central as well. So it's a long night for everybody. And this is kind of where those women are made when it comes to the strategies and trying to knock out that fatigue. Here, Gaming Gladiators are just so strong, and wondering what Area 77 needs to do to put this in their advantage.
Oh, it's a hard one because Gaming Gladiators came in swinging. They were not wasting no time. They put on the gloves and started throwing haymakers every single second against Area 77. And I feel like the massive lead in the beginning was just too much to handle. It's kind of like, you know, they thought that they could handle objective loss, but then it just kept piling up and piling up. Not to mention the Farza combination over there from Sayori doing a great job. We were looking at Erica. That was a really big focus for us. Erica being that deciding factor on who was the one to kind of turn the tides in Area 77's favor in the semifinals. But it looks like Sayori, maybe they had a little bit of a collective thought to be able to put more pressure in the mid lane.
Well, that's unfortunate problem when your game plan doesn't work. Not only was Chinatsu dying, but Chinatsu was feeding Ashley, was feeding Sayori. So now that means that Erica is having an even rougher time in the mid lane, because now it's not just about her trying to farm, it's about her trying to farm and an enemy who just keeps on getting fed and fed and fed, and pretty much became an overwhelming factor. Here, I feel like the prio on the Harith may have been a little misguided from last game too. I was fully expecting maybe the Hayabusa to get picked up there. I mean, we've seen, especially with Joy bans, in the first round of bans, there was only one assassin out there. I feel like the Hayabusa would have been a priority pick, but they went with the Harith, and man, he just had a rough go of it.
Yeah, I don't think Harris the move. I mean, I think it's great, but I don't think it's the move right now for MWI. I think they go in for something a little bit more impactful, especially when you have things like the Esmeralda, which you've been seeing to be a great answer. But there goes the Kimmy. I was wondering, does this walk? And I was expecting GG to kind of steal that away from Erica if it did, so it was a good read to just take that out entirely. The Hayabusa is still up for the table. Same with the Kalia. Both of them some great options for the first pick. Or you can just go back to the books with Nicolette running on this Joy.
Yeah, I'm assuming they might go with the Joy priority pick, or I don't even think they're afraid of what can be out there, especially with both assassins. They can only get one. So if they get one, we can prio something else here. If they get the Joy, if they get the Hayabusa, it doesn't matter. They're just going to pick up one or the other. They're going to pick up the Joy or the Hayabusa here, and hopefully try to get an encounter. We do see that Jawhead is still out there as well, and the prio goes to the Hayabusa.
Yeah, looks like Nicolette is in her bag right now, man. She's just doing her thing in the jungle. So I'm all for it for the Hayabusa. But again, it kind of raises some alarms because it could be a little arrogant, right? I mean, there's so many counters on the table. You first pick a Hayabusa, you have a Hilda. I would straight up go for that and just give the denial into that jungle up against Nicolette. I feel like putting a lot of pressure. You could even go really, I guess the Mathilda's gone. I mean, you could go old school and go the Fredrin and the Hylos. And invade into the Hayabusa's jungle and put on that pressure. I know you're a little wary on the Fredrin, but it does have its uses sometimes.
It does. I just feel like there needs to be a healer or a support in question that will be able to help out. Hell, I wouldn't even be against the Fredrin if we have the Florin out there as well that could kind of help out
true.
with the picks. It's just that there needs to be something there, because without it, you're dealing with a Fredrin who's basically just a lightning rod for all of the abilities. And so many people understand what you need to do against the Fredrin. Wait until the Lord or the Turtle is low enough, then you just CC him into a coma. He can't get his retribution off, and I feel like that is where that used to shine, where Fredrin used to shine, where he can sit in the turtle pit and assassins have to jump in and jump out. Assassin players have just gotten too good. Dang it. They understand, they get the vision from their team, they can get in there so quickly, get that right back out, and you're like, bro, I was working on that. Oh, but we do see the first Tigreal of this night.
But wait, Valentina's still up, so I mean, you can get the implosion yourself if you're quick enough, and you get a feathered airstrike, and you get an Ouija shadow kill. This is the best. Okay, but they're gonna go ahead and go for the Selena instead. I don't know, man. I like the Selena, but this was screaming of Valentina, at least for me, to be able to pick up against GG. But I guess if you're the Valentina and you use the implosion play, then you kind of put yourself in the middle of the team. They're all going to turn around and burst you down as a backliner, so maybe that's why they didn't do it.
I am kind of worried about this Selena. Like, say Feathered Airstrike comes out, you throw an Abyssal Arrow, and you land it on the Farja. Does that bait you into trying to go in to finish the job, where you're going to have a waiting Tigreal that's going to go in and try to get that implosion on you? Or are we going to be suffice? I landed the Abyssal Arrow, I shut down the Feathered Airstrike, I'm good. My job is done. Because I feel like if you try to jump in as a Selena, you're going to get accosted by this Tigreal.
It's funny to see the Tig. We haven't seen it too often, but it's definitely a great pickup. I remember when we would see the Akais get paired up against the Tig, right, to kind of cancel out these implosions and these setups. I mean, technically the Akai could walk here. I really don't expect that, but it could. But yeah, the Selena being an answer, I'm scratching my head a little bit. I mean, you are right. When you hit the Abyssal Arrow, typically, I mean, it's been used as a stun